There is an animal on this planet that can undo death. Not metaphorically, not symbolically, biologically. When it's injured, when it's starving, when it's old, it doesn't heal, it rewinds its life. This creature has no brain, no bones, no heart, and yet it possesses something humans have chased for thousands of years, a way out of aging. This is a story of the immortal jellyfish, and what it reveals about how fragile our assumptions about life really are. More than 80% of Earth's oceans remain unexplored. Down here, pressure can crush steel, light disappears completely, and biological rules bend in ways we don't see on land. Time moves differently, not physically, but evolutionarily. Some traits vanish, others appear once and never again. And in these waters, evolution produced something that feels less like an animal and more like a biological loophole. The immortal jellyfish is called turritopsis dohrnii. It's smaller than your fingernail, transparent, almost impossible to notice. It doesn't glow, it doesn't sting aggressively, it doesn't look special, which is exactly why it went unnoticed for so long. Because its secret isn't how it lives, it's how it refuses to finish living. Like most jellyfish, it begins life as a larva. It settles, it grows, it becomes an adult medusa. Eventually, it reproduces. And in almost every species on Earth, this is where the story ends. But when turritopsis ceases starvation, injury, or cellular stress, the process stops, and then it reverses. The jellyfish collapses in on itself. Its tentacles retract, its bell dissolves, its body loses structure. To an observer, it looks dead, but at the cellular level, something unprecedented is happening. Its cells don't fail, they change their identity. This process is called transdifferentiation. Adult cells abandon their roles. Muscle cells stop contracting. Nerve cells stop transmitting signals. They revert into a more flexible state, similar to stem cells, but without returning fully to an embryonic stage. From this reorganized mass, a new juvenile jellyfish forms. Not a clone, not offspring, the same individual, same DNA, same biological continuity. A reset of age, not of existence. This matters because humans can't do this. Once our cells specialize, that specialization becomes a prison. We accumulate damage, we lose repair efficiency, we age forward irreversibly. But this jellyfish demonstrates something biology textbooks quietly avoid saying out loud. Aging is not required for life to exist. It's a strategy, one that works well for complex organisms, but it isn't the only one. Immortal jellyfish are found across the world's oceans, coastal regions, open waters, even depths where sunlight barely penetrates. They're nearly impossible to age, track, or catalog. They leave no fossils. They don't grow larger over time, and when they reset, they disappear from view entirely. This has led to a common myth that some individuals are thousands of years old. That part isn't proven. What is proven is more unsettling. They have no known biological clock counting down. In the wild, immortality rarely matters. Predators don't care. Most individuals are eaten long before resetting. But in laboratory conditions, researchers have documented the same jellyfish restarting its life cycle repeatedly. No observed limit, no cellular failure point, which means death for this species is environmental, not internal. That's why researchers are studying its genome, not because it offers instant immortality, but because it proves cells can escape their fate. Understanding this process could influence regenerative medicine, tissue repair, cancer research, age-related disease. But it also forces a question biology usually avoids saying out loud. What happens when aging stops being inevitable? Aging isn't just decay, it's regulation. It prevents unchecked growth. It forces turnover. It keeps ecosystems and populations in balance. Cancer, after all, is what happens when cells refuse to stop dividing. So if humans ever interfered with aging, we wouldn't just be extending life, we'd be rewriting rules that keep life stable. The immortal jellyfish doesn't worry about consequences. It doesn't plan for the future. It doesn't question survival. It simply resets and continues. And that may be the most unsettling part, because this animal proves something quietly terrifying. Somewhere in the dark ocean, a nearly invisible creature is collapsing, reorganizing, and starting over, again and again and again. If humans ever unlock that mechanism, would you want it used? Or is death the price of being human? Tell me in the comments.